In the far reaches of DC Comics' expansive universe, Lar Gand, also known by names like Mon-El, Valor, and Mon-El, stands as one of the most powerful and complex figures in the mythos surrounding Superman and the Legion of Superheroes. Though often compared to the Man of Steel, Lar Gand's story is more tragic, more cosmic, and uniquely his own, marked by memory loss, long stasis, shifting identities, and a destiny that spans 1,000 years. Lar Gand first appeared as Mon-El in Superboy '89, June 1961, created by Robert Bernstein and George Papp. His early story was pure Silver Age strangeness. A young man with Superman-like powers crash lands on Earth and is discovered by Superboy, Clark Kent. The stranger has amnesia and no idea who he is, but he displays powers nearly identical to those of the Kryptonian teen. Believing the man might be his long-lost brother, Clark dubs him Mon-El, since he arrived on a Monday, and welcomes him into his life. But things take a dark turn when Mon-El is exposed to lead, which is as deadly to his species as kryptonite is to Superman. This leads Clark to the heartbreaking realization that Mon-El is not Kryptonian at all, but a Daxamite, a race genetically similar to Kryptonians, but with a terrifying vulnerability to lead poisoning. With no cure available, Superboy places Mon-El in the Phantom Zone, where he can exist as a ghost-like observer, safe from Lead's effects, but cut off from the physical world. Trapped in this limbo, Lar Gand becomes a tragic fixture of the Superman mythos, immortal, invulnerable, but alone. It isn't until the 31st century that he is freed by the Legion of Superheroes, who develop a temporary antidote to his lead poisoning and welcome him as one of their most powerful members. In this distant future, he finds new purpose, becoming a cornerstone of the Legion and a symbol of selfless heroism. During the post-Crisis on Infinite Earths continuity, Lar Gand's backstory was revised to make him more distinct from Superman. Reintroduced as Valor, he was a Daxamite explorer who helped seed worlds with metahuman potential, worlds that would eventually form the United Planets, the political backbone of the Legion's future society. These retcons positioned him not only as a superpowered champion, but as a mythic figure in galactic history, revered by future generations. However, Lar Gand's path remained turbulent. In the Zero-Hour reboot, he was renamed Mon-El, a Martian approximation of He Who Wanders Alone, and was reimagined as a hero who spent a millennium traveling the stars, dealing with loneliness, alien cultures, and existential questions about identity and legacy. This version of Lar Gand retained his immense power, comparable to Superman's under a yellow sun, but was often portrayed with a more introspective, philosophical demeanor. Lar Gand's powers are typical of Daxamites under yellow sun radiation: super strength, flight, invulnerability, heat vision, X-ray vision, super speed, and super hearing. However, his vulnerability to lead remains a critical weakness. Unlike kryptonite, which can be dodged or removed, lead poisoning is irreversible without constant treatment. In modern continuity, Lar Gand's appearances have been sporadic, as DC Comics continues to rework its timelines. He has appeared in the New 52, Rebirth, and Dark Crisis storylines in varying forms, sometimes as a full Legionnaire, sometimes as a historical legend. Despite the reboots, his core themes, sacrifice, isolation, and the search for identity, remain consistent. Lar Gand has also appeared in animated series like Legion of Superheroes, 2006, and Young Justice, as well as in live action through Supergirl, where a version of Mon-El was introduced as a prince of Daxam and love interest of Kara Zor-El. These adaptations brought new eyes to the character and reinforced his status as a fan favorite among Legion and Superman enthusiasts. Ultimately, Lar Gand represents the burden of power without belonging. He is a hero admired across millennia, but often unsure of his place in the universe. He may look like Superman, fight like Superman, and inspire like Superman, but he carries wounds the Man of Steel never had to suffer. In every iteration, Lar Gand reminds readers that greatness often comes at the cost of sacrifice, and that even in exile, true heroes rise.